Well, we are going to present the inside of the Sustainable Tourism Observatory of Malaga, focus on solid waste management. The presentation is going to be structured in 3 parts. Just remembering about how an introduction to the Malaga Sustainable Tourism Observation, because we are not a new member, not just as Batanes, that is really new, but we don't have a lot of experience too. We are going to focus on waste management in Malaga, who is the responsible, how everything works, and the main indicators and data. And finally, we present some conclusion and findings that would be interesting to work on. Well, Malaga is in the south of Spain. It's really important city for tourists. It's the second most populous city in Andalusia and cities in Spain. We have a very important airport, lot of visitors. So this is the reason why tourism is important here. We wanted to highlight that we have an urban area. The density of inhabitants is almost 1,500 inhabitants per kilometer. So this is important to highlight, because it's going to impact in how the waste management is made, how they move. Well, in related to the Sustainable Tourism Observatory of Malaga, they starting to focus on sustainability as the rest of the municipality, because sustainability is a key essential priority for the local government. We have something important to highlight, that is in 2020 Malaga approved the Malaga Climate Plan 2050. It's called Alicia. And it's this strategic plan of all the municipality. There are some strategic lines focused on waste or related to waste. So there is a strategic line focused on zero waste strategy, circular local economy, and even in responsible consumption and healthy diet. Everything is related to waste management, and it's also important to understand the context of how the waste is managed. And also, we are developing right now, is a good moment to work and think about indicator and plan, because we are developing the Malaga Strategic Waste Management Plan right now. As a part of this strategy, we are focusing in big event. We have an Interreg project. We are leading an Interreg project about waste minimization in big event. This is really related to tourists, because events attract people. And so this is going to impact also in our minds. The structure of the observatory is well known, but we wanted to remember that in the expert committee of the observatory, environmental sustainability and people related to waste management is involved, because one of the challenges of the observatory, tourism observatory in Malaga is waste management, because it's one part important in the sustainability. After this brief introduction about how the sustainable tourist observatory, we are focused on the waste management of the city. Well, who is responsible for waste management in Malaga? Well, in 2020, Municipality of Malaga decided to create a public company to manage all the waste, are responsible for street cleaning. That was an important change, because before we have waste management and street cleaning was managed by private company, but it's so important, a so key issue for the municipality that they finally decided to buy or to make the main shareholder of the company. Cleaning Service of Malaga treats more than 300,000 tons of municipal solid waste per year, and we have more than 2,000 workers. what we Limpieza de Málaga, cleaning service of Malaga do, is responsible for all the circular, all the chain of the waste, the generation, collecting, treatment, also valorization of or recycling. Everything is managed for the same cleaning company. Before exposing some data, it's important to understand the context. After checking the presentation of other observatory, sustainable tourism observatory of other partner related to the waste management, that last year it was another session related to solid waste, and we realized that every area has different context. It's important to highlight the context to understand the data. So the waste management here in Malaga is based on waste collection in 5 fractions. I mean, there is 5. The waste is sorted in 5 fractions, like packaging, paper, glass, organic waste is being implemented right now, and also we have the non-segregated waste fraction. That's important because we have selective waste collection, this kind of fraction are easily recycled, and we also have non-segregated waste fraction. According to the municipal law, sorting waste is compulsory for citizens and companies, including, for sure, touristic business. But we collect everything in the same service. So we don't have 2 different ways to collect citizen waste and business waste. Everything is deposited on containers located on the street. Now, currently, we are developing door-to-door collection for commercial establishment in town center, what will provide more information to distinguish waste generated for citizens from waste generated from commercial or hotel or restaurant, something like that. Also, in Malaga, we produce currently non-recycled or sorted waste is deposited in a sanitary control landfill. Landfill biogas generating is managed to produce electricity. So we have energy valorization. As we don't have energetic valorization plan, we make the most in the landfill, taking advantage of the recuperation of the biogas. We also are having important investment in waste treatment. We are creating a new composting plant that it will be done maybe in a couple of years, and also improvement in the sorting plant. And the most important thing that we have to highlight that in Spain and in Europe in general, there is new regulation and laws in waste management that is going to condition to impact in how we can do the things. Landfill tax has been implemented in 2023, just some months ago, and municipal waste tax system is being reviewed and implemented, and it's going to be implemented in next year based on principle as pay as you throw. This is the context in which we are going to present the data after. Also, we want to highlight that there are some good practice to promote sustainability related to tourism in the waste management field. Municipality promote one special sustainable certificate for establishment, also for touristic business, in which we try to focus to promote, to help business committed to sustainability. We wanted to promote them and to help them to be greener. So we created this certificate or this seal, and some of business are voluntary participating in the program. Nowadays, there is 15% of restaurants that are more sustainable because they are involved in this program, and also more or less 10% of hotels and touristic apartments are participating also. We check some information that we encourage and we control, measure that they reuse waste, sorting glass, minimize waste production, and also all other good practice that Malaga is developing is the project I talked before about waste minimization in event. We are in the beginning of the project, but it's really interesting to learn from other parts of Europe and then to implement new solutions. The city is implementing selective bin and containers in event, and also selective solar bins in overgrowth touristic zones to increase the recycling rates and the sorting and be able to sorting street cleaning waste that is difficult to do in other ways. Well, the main, after everything is like the introduction, I mean, we have some indicators to show. The total municipal solid waste generated in Malaga, it was around 300,000 tons last year, more or less 20% is collected selectively. So, sorry, I'm going to change that. Is collected selectively, so it's easy to recycle. We want to say that we expect to increase the rate next year because we are implementing the organic waste selective collection during this year. So we will see next year that the data are better. This chart show which different material are recovered and collecting from all the municipal solid waste collection. It's important to show that we are including also construction and demolition waste of minor construction, because here in our city is included inside the municipal solid waste, and public service and are responsible for management. Other indicator that we are controlling is the municipal solid waste generated per inhabitant. There is more than 500 kilos per person per year. This is a high, is important, is a high number, but it's the reality. And it's also is referred to municipal solid waste collection. There is more waste generated, but it's not in the municipal, under the municipal control. Okay. There. From the municipal solid waste, we have in this chart which percentage of material we recover. As we said before, more or less there is 10% of household waste selectively collected based on paper, glass, organic waste that is at the beginning, and light packaging. We also recover textile, furniture, green waste, construction and demolition waste, street cleaning. There is 1% of the all material that we collect from mixed waste that we also recover in a sorting plant. In the blue chart, we can see that from the sorting plant that treats mixed waste, we can recover much than 20,000 tons of material. And this in the chart, you can see the different material, different kind of plastic, metal, something like that. We are increasing the quantity of material recovered from this mixed waste. Finally, as we said before, all the non-recycled material are going to a sanitary control landfill. But we have we collect the biogas produced in the landfill to produce energy. So last year we produced more than 20 millions of kilowatts per hour. That it's involved that all the electricity consumed by the facility for the waste treatment was generated by the biogas valorization. So there is a 100% of self-consumption of the facility, and also we could sell 80%, 85% of the electricity produced. And these are the main data we currently are working on and measuring and controlling every year. But after Department of Tourism of the local council contacted us, we decided to start to work on create new indicators related to tourism, because it could be interesting for the city for all the city to create something more specific. We don't have the indicator yet. Maybe we will have in some months, and we are sure that at the beginning of the next year we could have new information to show. And right now we are analyzing and identifying the correlation between the municipal solid waste generation per month and the visitor of the city, to try to understand if we can find something interesting. We also are considering waste-specific generation in municipality. I mean, street cleaning waste, beach waste littering. We have a lot of data because we are a public company that we offer the information to the local council. So we are trying to figure out what indicator could be interesting to control and to measure the impact of the tourism in the waste management. So we are really interested on visitors from cruises, because there are a lot of cruises that stop in Malaga, and we are trying to correlating every data. Also, after consider that not all the areas are as important for tourists as others, we are trying to split the data in areas to make the correlation. But everything, as I put there, is under construction. We are working on that. Finally, the main findings and conclusions are that sustainability is a municipal priority. This is the reason why waste management that is included is so important. Sort of waste management data are reliable because we are a public company, part of the local government, so we can adjust our data, our indicator to the needs of the company. Coming investment and implementation and improving waste indicator in short term, as I said before, the sorting plan and new composting plan is coming. So we are sure that we are going to manage better the waste and reach better results. We also have to recognize that lack of waste management indicator related to tourism is a reality, but it's difficult to estimate. But as I said before, and I show some ideas we are working on. New regulation that we said before in the context, new regulation in waste management, compulsory national landfill tax, municipal waste tax system, promote improve waste measure. So it's a great opportunity right now to identify new indicator of the producer of waste to create new indicator and improve. So finally, the most important thing here is, if you can measure something, you can improve it. So we are working in this idea.